Alright, welcome to the first episode of What You Missed While You Were Busy. Today I have little prompts on the wall from 1 to 20 that I'm going to roll for and see what we talk about. I've got a cute little dice roller, and I've got even cuter dice. That's some ASMR for you. Let me whip these bad boys out. Whoops. You can't see them yet, but they are cute little ducks. Let me see. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. This is not a beauty YouTuber. Anyways, I'm going to roll it on that side. I'm going to have another video, and whatever number it lands on, we're going to do it. So let me see. Okay. 20 dice. I'm going to put it on this side. Roll it on down, and we got 16. Don't think you can see it. Don't think you can see it. Almost. I'll get better. 16 is my favorite video game. Okay, my favorite video game. You know what? I wrote these prompts, but I don't even know the answer to them because I feel like I don't have a favorite for anything. My favorite video game. Top three would be God of War, and I haven't even played all of them, so I'm kind of a fake fan right now, but God of War, and then the Kingdom Hearts series, and what other favorite game do I have? Pokemon. Top three. Now, I haven't played the only one I've played every single game to is Kingdom Hearts. I've played that one a lot. That game has a lot of replayability. I know that your friend was really into Kingdom Hearts, so I try not to nerd out about it because I know it's kind of like a soft spot, but I fucking love that series, baby. And God of War and Pokemon. Gosh. I love it. I really want to. My goal is to replay through all the Kingdom Hearts again and make either play with it while you're there, not play with it, play through it while you're there, or make a little playthrough and I give my tidbits. Just because I don't think you've seen Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's a brand new game that came out 3 years ago. I don't know, but it's new to you because you haven't seen it. But I want you to know all the lore too. I don't want you to just watch me play the third one and then be like, oh my god, Disney characters. Even though that's kind of the route they went, I still want you to know all the lore and be on the same spot as me when I'm replaying it with you. So, if that's something you want to do, something you want to see, something you want to do together, that would be really nice because I actually really miss Kingdom Hearts and I haven't played lately because I have been biting back nerding out on it. You know, I played that really young. Not my first memory playing video games, but the second most impactful memory was playing Kingdom Hearts 2 with my cousin Steven when we were at his dad's house eating pancakes and staying up all night and all morning just trying to beat Sephiroth. That to me is when we talk about video games, that's what I think about. So I definitely want to play that. I've also really been wanting to get a Kingdom Hearts tattoo because I feel like it's pretty impactful. And it means a lot to me, you know. But the other ones, God of War, man, that is a beautiful game. A beautiful game. And I still need to replay it. See, these games are you can always restart them, but there's newer games that you probably haven't played through and I haven't played through. And we could do it together. God of War is insane. Kingdom Hearts lore is one thing, but God of War lore is still going. You know what I mean? I want to say Kingdom Hearts, and they're both so different. You know what I mean? I never really liked turn-based games, and I wouldn't say Kingdom Hearts or God of War is turn-based, but I didn't like the Final Fantasy-esque games, but I did like the Final Fantasy-esque type in Kingdom Hearts. God of War, something totally different. But it's still a lot about fighting, which I like. Um, Kingdom Hearts is great though because I love collecting everything. Love going through all the buildings multiple times, sarcastically and honestly. But anyways, God of War. That was the first memory of a game I played. I remember getting the first, not the first PS2, but my first PS2, and my dad took me to some store. I can't even remember what store, but I just know I had a PS2 and he got me a couple like games with it, but there were games that were like demos. Back when back when everything was a CD, they sold demos via CD. Can you imagine the disgust that I felt playing a demo for like 20 minutes just to be like, "Oh, buy the full game." And they sold that. So it's like, what the fuck were you guys doing? Or like, were you getting that for free? Who decided to burn a demo on a disc? I don't know. I got some complaints about that. But anyways, so when I complained about that, he took me again to the store, and I remember he let me pick any video game because he knew about video games because of my sister and cousins, but not like this is new age shit, you know? And so I remember I picked God of War, and it looked, interesting, big words. That's all you get. And I took it home and I played through it, and I'll never forget what was burned into my brain. And that my dad was like, "What the fuck is this game?" Not my dad, my mom. "What the fuck is this game?" Is the very first, like, after you beat the first boss and you beat all the hydras and you get on the boat and you go out, you're in bed with two bitches, titties out, pixelated nipples all out, and you're like doing the grab command, the O button, to get in bed with said women and knock the vase off to get orbs. And it was very, not like graphic, but it was vocal. So imagine like, was it before my nephew was born? I can't remember if it was before Jeremiah was born. Oh, you know what my other favorite games are? Dragon Ball Z, the Tenkaichi series. We'll talk about that next. But I can't remember if it was before Jeremiah was born or not. But all I know is that, so think of like 9 to 12-year-old me, because it was before we got into this house. So 9 to 12-year-old me on the living room TV, sound up, yelling about defeating hydras, just to then start breaking the vase multiple times with these pixelated girls. Man, my mom was pissed. My mom was mad, and I remember I wasn't allowed to play that game for just a little bit. And because I wasn't allowed to play that game, Ronnie played it. And so we started like taking turns playing it, and I would like sneakily play it. And obviously she was older than me, so she was better at games, combat type stuff. So she actually beat the game before me, and she helped me beat the game the first time. But good memories, you know what I mean? I remember getting to the same end boss as her and then asking her for help, which can't ask that lady now since she's a mom and everything. But that was definitely my favorite. And then I didn't play God of War 2 until, because I think they came out pretty, like, not back to back, but like in the game series, like back to back. No, because you know what other is good video game series? Guitar Hero. Sorry, I'm thinking about games now. This is why I don't have a favorite, because I just start thinking and then I go, damn, I love Guitar Hero. I was totally lying when I said that was a substantial part about Kingdom Hearts. It was, but Guitar Hero. Back to God of War. I don't remember when I played God of War 2. I think it wasn't on the PS2. I don't even know if it was like released on the PS2, but I think I didn't play God of War 2 and 3 until like the same time when I bought like the God of War series on PS3, I think. And then I learned about other games that were on the same like PlayStation. They were on the PSP. And then I kind of lost out on it because I thought they're going to be playing on different like consoles and I can't play it. But yeah, and then I got Josiah into it, and then he's really into it. He's played all of them, even the new Ragnarok and the one that starts with V. But I want to play that, so we're gonna have to make that a date. So we got Kingdom Hearts and we got God of War that we need to play together, or at least you watch me if you're not into games. But yeah, God of War was definitely the best. I remember for a long time too. I also want a God of War tattoo. I just want a whole sleeve. Now, hear me out. I know that I'm like kind of like my sleeves are kind of weird right now, but I want this whole arm. Maybe not this whole arm since it's got my mom's name on it, but I want something. If I could redo, I would make a whole arm dedicated to my video game series, because a little weirdo like me with no friends, video games were my greatest thing. Pokemon, God of War, Kingdom Hearts, Guitar Hero, Dragon Ball Z. It's all like, that's all I did. It was either playing with toys, playing video games, or going to my cousins, and it was like a rotation, you know? That's a different subject. But anyways, God of War. Great game. We're gonna have to replay that one. Okay. Pokemon. I don't even know. I know you like Pokemon because you like Cubone. But I don't know your like, not like knowledge. I'm not trying to mansplain to you right now, but Pokemon. I had a Game Boy one birthday. I've showed you it. I've showed you the Game Boy. But the very first game I got on there was Pokemon Gold. And it was a big fat cartridge, like this big. And it had Ho-Ho on it. And that was the most played game on that fucking Game Boy. That game made me have friends with my downstairs neighbors. I only hung out with my cousins or the downstairs neighbors. And the downstairs neighbor kid, Pokemon freak too. So I played that game way too many times. I didn't even know that they had different Pokemon games until I was like, started talking to other people in school and my friend from downstairs. He had I think he had Pokemon Blue, like a big fat cartridge too. And then we played Pokemon together. I was very interested in the Pokemon trading cards, which isn't a video game, but I never really got into the trading card aspect of it. I just got into like the cute little pictures on a cute thing, you know? But Pokemon, you know, Gold, Fire Red, great games on the Game Boy. They even have Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo 64. I played the shit out of that game. And I replayed and I got the that Retroid handheld that I showed you with all like the old games that I downloaded, and I was like, "Oh my god, Pokemon Stadium, that was a great thing." And I regret getting that damn Retroid because it's just killing all my nostalgia. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but why the fuck was I playing it so much? Because I was lonely. But Pokemon Stadium was so cute. You got all the Pokemon and you could just battle computers with said Pokemon and play cute little mini games and stuff like that and like trade with your Game Boy. But I remember playing that game so fucking much. Now, see, back then we used to live right next to City College and a Hollywood Video where you could rent, you know, DVDs, CDs, and games. I rented these games on the Nintendo 64 so much. Pokemon Stadium I owned, but the second one I rented, way better games. Way better Pokemon. So that was a good series. I started playing the newer, like the other Pokemon games that I couldn't play when I was younger, like recently. They're pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. Pokemon games on the Switch, great. I don't know if I've shown you Arceus or Pokemon Sword and Shield. Those games are legit. They're legitness. Pokemon Arceus, let me set the example for you. I haven't even beaten the game, but it's like going back to the dungeon ages of Pokemon. So instead of like the cute little ball that, you know, it zaps them, it's a fucking acorn. And it's kind of open world. So the Pokemon are just running around and you're throwing fucking acorns at them. It's fun. And then Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's like the newer Pokemon, but again, Pokemon are open world. and you get to have cookouts with them. Is that not fucking cute? You can have a fucking campfire and play with your Pokemon and cook them meals. I know that's not what Pokemon's about, but I didn't know I needed it until I played it and I went, damn, I can't go back to, to Game Boy games. But I'm about to show you that one. Pokemon was a great game. What other favorite game was I talking about? Guitar Hero. Nothing led me to failure like Guitar Hero. I remember, I don't know if I had the game first or Steven. I think I had the game because I remember taking it to him and then his dad bought him it. Um, the game, the name, the game. I lost my train of thought. The game is what the name suggests. You're a fucking Guitar Hero, and I loved that game. I thought I was beast on that thing. I thought, man, I could be in a band. I could play a real guitar. Then I got humbled, but Guitar Hero was great. I had 1, 3. 3 is the best one. World Tour. It was, when I think about it now, I played a lot of video games to now I'm an adult and I don't play shit. And I need to. But a Guitar Hero is still good to this age. I have the Guitar Hero for PS2. The calibrations are a little off because, you know, newer system on newer TV. Old system on new TV doesn't let you hit it as good. But it's still playable. It's still good. We can hit on Guitar Hero, see who's better. But that game too was another game I spent so long. I remember being so cringy playing my mom's favorite Hotel California on Guitar Hero like I was performing for the fucking... I shouldn't have shared that one. I should have let that one go to the grave with me. Oh. That was too much cringe. Anyways, another game. What other games are my favorites? Since I can't ever pick one. I recently got into Animal Crossing. That was when I met you. Not when I met you, but before I met you. It's cute as fuck. I love cozy games. Let's see. As an adult now, my favorite games are like mindless dumb shit. I feel like I can't sit down and fully commit to a story game, and that gives me like commitment issues. Prey's a really good game that I've played recently. It's a good game. I want to replay it with you. I just want to show you all the games that I'm into. I wish we could have been friends when I was a little dork. I still am a dork, but anyways, but nowadays obviously I'm into like brain numbing. I'm gonna zone out on this for like 3 hours and not know what time it is. And it's dumb shit like Skate 3. Skate 3 has a story, but I ride around all town doing dumb tricks. Crime Scene Cleanup. Love that fucking game. Love that fucking game. Wish they had more of it. Power Washing Simulator. Great. What's that other one I just played? Oh, Spray Paint Simulator. I don't know. I was spray painting a car and a kitchen, and I just like zoned out for 2 hours. I'm like, damn, I need like a life. I need a life. Another game I was really into for a hot minute was Farm Together, and I didn't get into it on my own. Susan and Mimi were on this kick. Okay. Let's flash back. It was COVID. Okay, COVID. We were all at home, not doing shit. I swear we played video games so much because we were all in a party. Mimi played video games. We played Dead by Daylight. We played Golf with Friends. We played Monopoly Deal on the Xbox. Then Susan got into Farm Together. Now, you don't know Susan that well yet, but this bitch, she is a 100%er. If you don't know what that is, I think you know what it is. But she is a bitch that'll go above and beyond for dumb shit. She needs to have everything. Every achievement, every unlockable, everything. It's annoying. It's respectable, but annoying. So, Mimi gets into this game called Farm Together. Because Mimi likes cozy games. She gets into farm together. She invites me and Susan to play with her because, you know, we can all farm together. Um, and Susan's like against it. So I remember it was a good year we played farm together, me and Mimi. I helped her. I got really into it. It was really nice to like not be mindlessly spraying gunk off the thing, but also having an objective to collect stuff. It's really good. I want to get back into it, but I feel like once you go from having everything to then having nothing again, I don't know. I get like, I don't want to say I get bored, but I get like, well, just give me it all, you know? And then I get like cheat codey, and I don't like to do that. But, anyways, that was a really fun game. That one was fun to sit on a party and just zone out and farm until Susan came in and ruined it and decided to get her own fucking farm and max out before either of us because she like was working from home and decided to do it on her breaks and do it morning and night and like would call into work and go into it because she's obsessive. But it was still a fun game. Still a fun game. I'm gonna have to show you my farm. This turned into like my favorite video games to just video games in general because I don't have a favorite. You know what's a good one? Crash Bandicoot. Haven't played that one in a long time, but I have it on here. Just Dance. Josiah was a Just Dancing fiend. He was the first one that got a Switch, so getting Just Dance was nuts. That thing right here, this thing is nuts. I want the newer one. But this one is so fun. You just get sick kind of easy. And it dies pretty fast, obviously, because it's super nano computer technology. I don't know. But I'm trying to think of like other stuff I played when I was young. I was on a Minecraft kick for a minute. Not enough Minecraft to be like good at it. Or to be like creeper pajamas, but enough to like I have a good time, you know? I can make houses not out of dirt. I can survive. What other games? My ex had a Wii. Oh man. Let's talk about the Wii. That was the weirdest game system I've ever seen. It was great. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. Bowling, boxing, everything was great. But the whole like technology of it was just so weird and odd to me. Steven had a Wii. I never really played it because he was like a teen by then, so he was into girls, not into games. And I remember we just played Smash Bros. A lot. That's another kicker for me too. Smash Bros. Oh my god, I love Smash Bros. I want to get Ultimate Smash Bros. On the Nintendo Switch, but you have to buy every single character now, like DLC, and that turns me off. I don't like that. I really don't like that you have to buy everything. Like Sims 4, I understand Sims you have to buy everything, but god damn. Every fucking pack and kit and I don't think I don't know if you've got it. I don't know if you've dipped your toe into the Sims world, but there is so much shit that it makes me embarrassed to say that Mimi has a majority of the packs because not my money, so I can't be embarrassed, but it's just like a ridiculous amount. Now they're selling kits which are like 8 items for $5. You're fucking me. You're fucking me raw. You're fucking the community. You're swindling us. Anyways, what was I saying? The Wii. So we played Smash Bros. A lot. Loved that game. We're gonna have to play that game. But my ex had a Wii and she had a lot of fucking games on it. Now that's the one who started Just Dance for me, and I hated the Wii. I hate the Wii. I hate the Wii. I'm a big Nintendo fan. I love the Nintendo 64, love the Nintendo DS, love the GameCube. But the fucking Wii, man, I hated that it was played this way and then sideways. Like it was cool for a little bit, but I didn't really care for it. Call me a weenie, call me a hater. I just thought the like whole like bar pointing at it. Obviously it was a pioneer for our time, but I can never fuck with it. What was I gonna say else? The GameCube. I don't know if you've ever seen a GameCube, but I want one. I want a Nintendo 64 too. I don't want a Nintendo 64 because it's gonna ruin all of my nostalgia trips, so I'm not gonna get that. Games. Speaking of games, phone games. Man, man, I'm a sucker for ads on the phone. If it's got cute bright lights, I'm a sucker. I'm downloading it. I'm downloading it. I'm playing it for weeks. Never downloading it again. I'm a sucker for anything that is a little ad. And the most dumb shit too. Like, why am I a laundromat manager? Why am I clocking into the grocery store when I'm on company time? I don't know. But I love that shit. I love little games that I could just give. I want to say download and then delete, but I don't ever delete them because I'm a hoarder for my phone. But it's fun. What was that other game I was going to talk about? Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi. My favorite game. My favorite game. My favorite game. I don't know why I didn't say this in the beginning. It's because I didn't think about it. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Budokai 1, 2, 3. Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me tell you, Steven started this trend. We were big into the Dragon Ball Z anyways because we're nerds and we watched it all on TV. But the minute he not downloaded, because we didn't download back in the day, the minute he got Budokai in a disc format and we played it, hooked. And it was like 6 characters I think, of like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Tien, Raditz. That's it. That was probably it. Maybe Krillin instead of Tien. That was it. And we were hooked. Controversy, Budokai and then Budokai Tenkaichi were 2 separate anomalies. You know what I mean? They were the same thing, but they had totally different game mechanics. Let me tell you, my favorite game series should have been the Dragon Ball Z game series. I have played almost every single Dragon Ball Z game series except for the newer Xenoverses. They're a little weird. I don't really like that, but I've tried them. Dragon Ball Z though, Budokai. It is beautiful. You've caught me playing it on the Retroid. It is a beautiful fighter game. The only downside to Dragon Ball Z, the whole series, is that it's repetitive. You're telling me that there's 3 Budokais and it's the same from the Sand Saga to the Cell Saga? Or the Boo Saga? Why do we have 3 games of the same shit? Because they're slightly different things. And I was a sucker. Steven was a sucker. I still am a sucker. I bought them all. I have them all on disc. The best game in the series, in my opinion, was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. The amount of fucking characters and costumes, because I'm a sucker. I'm a little bitch for costumes and customizable shit. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. That had so many fucking characters. And none of this bullshit that Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 does now. You want to hear what grinds my gears? I don't like when a game says, oh my god, we have 124 characters, but it's like 10 variants of the same character. Goku cannot have 4 base Gokus and that counts as 4 characters. No. And then this Goku goes Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, that doesn't count as 50 characters. That's 1 character. That's where Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 did it right. They gave you 1 base character. Okay, this is Goku when he starts the Saiyan Saga. He can't go Super Saiyan. He goes Kaioken. Then you get Goku from the Frieza Saga. He only goes Super Saiyan 1, and it's a different variant. Sorry. Take me out the hot seat. But the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series and Budokai series was beautiful, baby. I would get that plastered on my back. That's how much of a dick rider I am for that game. It's great. I spent hours. There's this new feature on Xbox and PS4, PS5, where you can see how many hours you've dived into a game and spent on it. If that PS2 could talk, baby, it would be begging for me to kill itself. Because the way I have poured, the way that I have spent probably half my life playing that game, maybe not half, but The way I spent so much fucking time playing those games, it's ridiculous. I love it. I love it. It's pretty basic, combat stuff, but I think the different, like, the character, like the charm in it is really what sells it for me. The Budokai series, like when you do special moves, it's a lot more of what makes it great for me is that they're different. I love the plethora of characters. I'm a slut. But I also like that the Budokai series is a lot more of like Tekken or what is that other game called? Street Fighter. I never really got into Street Fighter, but Budokai is a lot like Street Fighter where you have to do a lot of dumb combinations to get one move. I like that. And then when you do that move, a little capsule burst. Pretty cute. I also like the way that it looked. Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi, they're both different, but they're similar, but they both look so charming. Budokai Tenkaichi, though, the series, you did a lot more of like combos. Not like, so say the first one you had to do punch, punch, triangle, like punch, punch, kick, blast to do Kamehameha. The second one, you could like mash like R1, L1, circle, R1, L1, circle, R1, L1, circle to do Kamehamehas. And all like combined, like a screenshot type thing, not like a combination. But it was still great. And the Budokai Tenkaichi 4, I could cry thinking about it. I cannot believe my stupid ass nephew burned his PS5 so I can't even play the game. I need a PS5 just to play that fucking game because it's making me mad that I went in on it and I can't even fucking play it right now. It's also a beautiful game. Granted, I don't know a lot of the characters because the series was dead for a long time. I'm sure you know. And then they revamped it with Super. And I didn't watch Super. I think we should watch Super. We should watch more animes. Anyways. Dragon Ball Super. So the game, Budokai Tenkaichi 4, has a lot more of the super characters than the, older ones. Which is fine. I just complained that there's repetitive characters. But also, like, could we have gotten the same lineup of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 into 4? Is that asking too much? Maybe, but one can dream, But yeah, I think that game series is the staple of my favorite games growing up. Because, man, nothing says nerd like owning all 6 games and none of them being different. And completing every game. I've completed them all. I've played them multiple times. I redid the tournament so much, collected all the money, collected all the stuff. I just complained about Susan being annoying and being a collector. I also am annoying and a collector, but great game. Great game. I need to play the 4th one with you so you can watch it. What I will say though is now as an adult, I want to make it my mission to play more games. Play more games. Now that I have time. And spend time talking with you about games or sharing that interest with you. If you're not interested, cool. I'll take it on the chin. I won't be upset. But if you're cool with just parallel playing and I play video games and you're on TikTok, then we can do that. We can do that all day. Man, I'm trying to think of other video games before I officially end this one. Sorry if you can hear my TV, by the way. There's a man screaming on there. I don't think I have any other video games. But yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know how to end this. Thanks for watching me for 30 minutes. Talk about absolutely nothing worth talking about. Love you. Mwah.